it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to take another shot here. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they weren't successful.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college.
And I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's running. And way in for a Charger touchdown. Big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They're going to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They'll find Lindsey here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
I'll never understand how a 99 back can't outrun a fucking 92 speed or 93 speed.
Just the 1st quarter, but you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. His throw is going to be incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure run. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So 2 first quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully we'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Coming up on a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Lindsey first down, more than that. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
18 yards. First down, Denver.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Flush to his right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Broncos 10. For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now first down. He'll drop the throw. To the left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Chargers 20, Broncos 17.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
41-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got
Just glue. Yeah, I fucking
stages of the first half.
The Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
His kick is
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Chargers 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this time he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now he's strapped. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up.
He just ran over a fucking linebacker.
He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant with his second
Retirement after this.
And 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Takes it at the 7. And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They're on the 18-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Quick throw complete, and he is going to lose yardage here.
That keeps the score. Broncos 31, Chargers 26. Mike Badgley to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And we'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And Herbert, his third interception. Picked off down near the 5. That is now 7.
Wish my user would work.
Between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll fire one downfield for... And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Chargers.
Another run by Lindsay. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. So loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Second and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He gets it for 4, maybe 5, but the flag's flying.
You gotta be fucking with me. I was already on the fucking ground.
So on 4th down, trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 41. Broncos.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what he had symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Lindsey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a camera on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their places. When I'm a slow patient. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. So gave y'all the number. And I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, body Cyrus, private jet. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Couple of bands up in my wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse really reach heaven's heights, nah, that's remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my